Hi, my name is Kirsten McCallum, and I'm a first-year student here at CMU, and I'm going to be an elementary teacher. However, I hadn't always had a perfect, foolproof plan as to what I was going to do with my life. For me, the journey started in 8th grade. Each year, the seniors from the high school come down to the middle school and give a farewell speech to the 8th graders. They come to talk about how important it is to think about school and GPAs and grades and test scores, extracurricular activities, clubs, and sports right off the bat. Something about options. But I kind of forgot all the acronyms they said just because there were so many. Anyway, for the 4th quarter of my 8th grade year, each 8th grader was assigned to come up with a 10-year plan, where we each took online quizzes to see what jobs best fit us and where we'd like to live, and what kind of home with what kind of budget and what kind of society, or at least pointing us in the right direction, I guess. It didn't take long for me to decide that Central Michigan University was the right college for me. Not only is it only an hour and a half away from my hometown of Kalkaska, Michigan, where I've grown up and went to school for the past 12 years, I also have family that live in Clare and Shepherd, which is really close to Mount Pleasant. My uncle also graduated from CMU with a major in business. Now, for the next 3 years, I struggled back and forth with myself trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I've always loved kids. From the time I was little, whether I was playing with my cousins at family get-togethers, babysitting, or interacting with the younger kids at my dance studio, I always connected with them, and always loved spending time with them. But I never really had teaching cross my mind because I also have dyslexia. Dyslexia is a reading disorder that I have struggled with for most of my life. I was nearly held back twice and was in special reading classes from the time I was in 1st grade until I was in 7th grade. It definitely took a lot of hard work, and I finally worked my way out of special reading classes into honors English and language arts. So of course I was proud of myself, but I never really considered teaching as a profession just because of the way I struggled when I was younger. How could I expect to teach younger kids in such a vital point in their lives to read and write and things like that when I struggled so much with reading and writing myself? So I started thinking about the things that I do like, and at the time that didn't really include much other than Disney Channel and shows like Hannah Montana. I wanted to be a pop star actress with millions of screaming fans just like Miley Cyrus. So at the ripe age of 11 years old, I decided I was going to go to Central to get a degree in theater and fine arts. Coming into high school, as I developed more and more as a student, I realized that was completely insane and I needed to start thinking about some other career choices. I took lots of different electives that helped me point in the right direction and get me more experience as to what I liked and what I was good at. I also did a Teachers Academy program through my high school my second semester of my senior year, just for fun, because even after still becoming a better reader and a better student overall, I didn't think that teaching was in the cards for me. Somehow I put it on the back burner of my mind, even though the greatest joy I got in my day was the 2 hours that I spent with my students. So, again, with teaching on the back burner, I decided I would plan to go to a major in marketing, because I enjoyed the creative aspect of it all. So, upon the plan for Central, I decided that would be my planned major. I managed to keep that plan for the rest of high school, through graduation even. So that's exactly what I did when it came time to sign up for classes. Everything was great until I started to dread waking up every morning. I dreaded getting out of bed, I dreaded going to class, and it was coming to the point where I hated being here and didn't enjoy the experience at all. Coming back to Central after Thanksgiving break, I realized that it wasn't something that was wrong with me, it was something wrong with my routine, my classes to be more specific. How did I expect to enjoy what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life if I hated so much going to class? It wasn't until I walked out of Sweeney Hall, seeing the kids play in the background of the EHS building, that it clicked to me. Teaching. I always got so much joy from spending time with children and creating relationships with them, from working with them, making them smile, and them making me smile just right back. Walking past the playground, hearing them laughing and screaming and cheering, made me realize what I was missing out on, and what I needed. It was the kids. So I sat my mom down and talked to her about the decision I was making, and of course she had some protective thoughts about money and financial situations, and I told her this was exactly what I wanted and where I needed to be. She understood. In fact, she told me it was the best choice I could have ever made, and surprised I didn't make it earlier. It took everything I had to finish the semester and pass my classes. And finally, the day came where I was going to be starting my second semester at Central. And that's when I knew everything was going to be okay, because each new classroom I walked into felt more and more right for me. I no longer dreaded every class I had to go to. I no longer hated waking up in the morning, and I no longer hate doing my homework, because it doesn't really feel like work. It feels like progress. just one step closer to having my own classroom with my name tag on my desk. So I guess that's it, my great overall message of everything. Thank you guys for watching my educational autobiography.